Alright, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today, so there was some news, or I guess I should say some updated news on the JP side regarding the reverse function going away, right? So if you remember, it was like a week or two, whatever it was ago, that they put out this notice. Actually, let's see, what was it? On the 22nd, they put out this notice that they were going to move away from the reverse feature. Right, so basically the hourglasses that you use in order to reverse Dokkan awaken your characters, to feed in hidden potentials, to feed in super attack stuff, they're getting rid of this like completely. Which, as a quality of life thing, and for newer players, this is a very simplistic like move, right? Something that makes like the quality of life very easy and very simple for new players. So instead of having to learn the mechanic of the reverse function and having to do this, that, and maybe accidentally, you know, screwing up your whole thing and like getting rid of feeding in one of the ones you didn't want to, and you know, absolutely just abolishing your entire box. They're completely getting rid of this feature. So basically what's going to happen now is you're going to be able to feed in dupes of, say you got an LR character, you have a Dokkan Awaken LR character, he's at 55%, you pull, you know, the SSR character of that LR, you can just feed that straight into him, to his hidden potential, to his super attack, whatever, and it's going to count. It's not going to knock your LR back down to the SSR level. We're going to use 2 hourglass medals and then have to bring them back up. It's just going to completely just do it, right? The reverse function is dead and it's gone. It's going away for good. Now, when is this happening? So the only thing they gave us here in this previous update was saying that it's going to go away. It's going to happen in October. Well, we are now in October. I don't know why Global didn't put out an update for this yet. I assume it's going to be coming very soon. But on the JP side, which is what we have here, just translated, right? They put this out today talking a little bit more about it, talking about how it's going to happen in mid-October. Basically what they're going to do is, for those of you wondering, your hourglass medals are not just going to disappear. You know, wasted Baba points or wasted Zeni or wasted resources, whatever you did to get those, they're actually going to turn these into Hercule gold statues. So you will get a sort of compensation for them. Every single one you have will just get turned into a gold statue, which is really, really good for those of you that need extra Zeni. Some of you guys that might be hurting for that. This is a good way. So if you go in the Baba shop, a lot of people are going to just stop buying the hourglasses because they're going to go away. What you can do is just keep getting the hourglasses, and those are just going to turn into more gold statues. So that's a way for you to get more Zeni very easily, right? Instead of like grinding easy A's or doing whatever else you need to do to get more Zeni. You can just do this. You can go check the Baba shop every now and then, see if the hourglasses are in there, buy them with the Baba points, and be able to just get all those turned into Zeni for, I don't want to say for free because you are spending Baba points, but it's at least some sort of compensation, right? So at least they're doing that, which is very, very good. Now, they said down here, right, the Awakening Medal Mysterious Hourglass missions and exchange offices will be suspended on the 15th of October. So it looks like around the 15th, so legitimately mid-October, is around the time that we're going to start to see this take place. Now, if there's any other updates to this, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But right now, that is what we're seeing, legitimately just straight up middle of October. The reverse function is going away. Your hourglasses are going to turn into Zeni statues, so you're going to get some Zeni out of it. And it's just going to make things a lot easier, right? JP even has these graphics put in here that for some reason Global didn't put out in their original one that JP did. But it shows kind of the idea here, right? So say you have an LR. You want to feed in, the SSR of that character. Really what it is, actually, it's actually a lot more deep than that. It depends on who's in their actual like growth path here, right? So if you have, I like to use this as, this is a great example. The Super Saiyan God Goku. He is an LR, he is Super Saiyan God. As a TUR, he is a Super Saiyan. As an SSR, he is base Goku. Now, as long as you are in the growth path, so for this, it'd be like base Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, and then God Goku, you can feed those in as super attacks, and you'll get 100%. So that right there is actually incredible. Instead of it having to be the exact same character, you know, having to level like this right here. If you wanted to use this God Goku to level up his super attack, you can do it as the Super Saiyan, because Super Saiyan is actually in his growth path. I know it can get kind of confusing, but it makes sense when you actually really look at it. And it's actually a great quality of life thing to not have to worry about, because before Rebite, you'd have to use the Hourglass to reverse him to then be able to feed that base Goku or that Super Saiyan Goku into his super attack. Now you don't have to do that. You can do it straight from the LR form. And then same's going to go for their hidden potential. It's going to be, as long as you have that card, right? It's not any base Goku or any Super Saiyan Goku. For the hidden potential, it's still going to be that specific one. But for his super attack, it can be any base Goku, any Super Saiyan Goku, and any God Goku would work for his super attack. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a little kind of around. But overall, I think this is going to be a good change. This is going to make things a lot easier. Now, the one thing that is unfortunate for some players is that any characters you currently have reversed, you know, if you go into your actual tab and you look at your reverse characters, actually, let's go ahead. Let's just pull it over here, if it'll load. Okay, so if you look in here, right, if you go to your team, you go to the reverse tab, anybody that you have down here that's reverse Dokkan Awakened is going to be automatically reversed back to whatever their highest level is that you have them at. So like my Grand Supreme Kai, right? So he's currently at the TUR, or the you know, he's at his SSR level. He's gonna automatically, because I've already awakened him and he's sitting in this reverse box, he's going to automatically get turned back into his highest form, which would be this guy here. Same goes for everybody that's in here, right? No matter who it is, you know, like these guys, I have them reversed. They're going to end up going back automatically to the final, the TUR form, so on for anybody in here that you have. So that is the big unfortunate part for a lot of players, because there's some players that have a lot of those reverse characters because they like to do link leveling with SSRs, they like to do link leveling with TURs, and maybe have multiple copies of characters that they reverse Dokkan Awaken down. So now you're just gonna have a bunch of the same character in your box, which is very unfortunate, but that does only affect, I think, I want to say a smaller portion of the player base, because not everybody plays that way. But it is unfortunate for those people, right? It does make it kind of a headache, and feel like a bunch of wasted time. But I mean, all in all, I think at the end of the day, I do believe that this update is going to be very, very good for the game. I think it's going to be very good for the life cycle. It's going to be very good for newer players, people, you know, that want to join into Dokkan almost 11 years in and get rid of all these complicated systems and just make everything easier, more streamlined, and just super player friendly. I think that's kind of what they're going for here. So that's really gonna do it for the video today. I just kind of want to go over the fact that we are getting an update. We do have pretty much a time when this is going to happen, right? We are going to go into the 15th is when they said that this service is no longer going to be available. It's going to be suspended. So I believe that's when they're planning to actually implement it. Again, if anything else comes out, or any update comes out, or like Global gets an update and it looks different or says anything different, I'll make sure to update this and let you guys know. But for now, that's going to do it for today. So if you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate you. And thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know if you guys have any questions on this. I'll be happy to explain it. Hopefully, I didn't kind of run you guys in circles a little bit and give you a headache trying to explain this. But just know, in the end, Cliff Notes, it's going to be very good for the game in the long run. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you!